Hello and welcome to another MCO market update on Ethereum. I want to start briefly here on the daily time frame to just share with you again the main support area that we are watching at the moment. Doesn't mean this support area has been has to be tested. There are certainly some structures on the nano level, on the smaller time frame, that allow for a more direct move to the upside. Okay, we've been talking about that. I will share that in this video. Yeah, we want to talk about that a little bit for now. However, this is on the daily chart, the main support area. It's between $1,606 and $2,133. This is Fibonacci support. There are another, couple of levels in between at 1,807 and 1,964 US dollars. So if we get a pullback and the pullback remains corrective in nature, which means it's a three-wave move. So something like that, roughly, okay? We have to pay attention to the 1 hour chart and the 30-minute charts to really get some clarity about the microstructures. But overall, in a bullish scenario, if the pullback is corrective, then we should see further upside afterwards. 3 waves down, that's our counter trend move, which means the trend is still up, especially as long as we're holding the 78.6 Fibonacci retracement level at $1,600. So overall then, if this level holds, the market has a chance to rally into the blue zone. I would say ideally we should get above the swing high of May 2021, better even above the November 2021 high. So we might be looking at around $5,750 or higher. This is of course speculative at this point because the entire structure on the Ethereum chart isn't exactly great. We talked about that in many videos. I'm not going to repeat all that in this video, but please note that the move to the upside is potentially a diagonal pattern. These structures typically cannot be trusted. Therefore, on the Ethereum chart, we remain cautious, not bearish. Yeah, I am still leaning bullish for now. And I still like the chart for some upside trend continuation. Doesn't mean we necessarily really have to get to 5,700 plus. But I'm watching this support area as main area for risk management. This is the support area that keeps us safe. Any break below this zone would indicate that the structure is shifting, something more bearish is playing out. Now, let us take a look at the Ethereum short-term chart because I want to explain to you what's happening here on the 1 hour time frame. First of all, here you can see the support area again. In addition to that, you see the microstructure. In the white scenario, it's absolutely possible that this A wave I showed you on the daily time frame already formed the price top in May, and that we're now in this B wave, which could play out like a flat correction. So ABC in wave A, then another wave B and a wave C. This is one of the potential pathways into that lower support area. Now, it's always impossible to really know the exact pathway a correction takes. Certainly the good news is at the moment, good news is that the structures on the nano level are changing quite a lot. That's good because that means the market doesn't really want to come down. That is very much in line with the larger bullish thesis. Corrections always change in structure. What is important is, do we hold above support? And yes, we're doing that at the moment. Yeah. So as long as the pullbacks are messy, they change a lot, that's a good indication that we're in a counter trend move because the bulls are still there. Okay, they're just resting for now. Then there's the scenario in yellow, which could allow for one more high more directly. So this would be the 5th wave to the upside. Okay, just one more extension in wave A, because A waves can be 3-wave movements, as shown in white, but they can also be 5-wave movements, which would be even more clearly bullish. So for clarity, that would be ideal. The nearest Fibonacci levels here that we can watch for support are between 2,134 and 2,365. It appears that the market might be on its way to that area at the moment, but as I said, microstructures in corrections, they tend to change a lot. So don't be surprised if we get a little bit more chaotic price action here. But if we get into this area, there are 4 levels where the price might attempt to form a low. That's the update on Ethereum. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.